Good evening. Welcome to Theater Watch. My name is Dave Conover. We are here this evening with Charlie Dietz, who is currently in dress rehearsal for the play Don't Dress for Dinner, which is the February offering at First Avenue Playhouse. It opens tomorrow, February 3rd. And we have a different story to try to uncover about this show. Now, I think most of you are aware of the fact that shows start with the producer or the director coming up with a show that they want to produce and perform on stage. Then we have auditions, actors come that want to be in the show, and then it all gets put together from there. But it usually starts with the director or the producer. Not so in this case. In this case, we started out with a troupe of actors who wanted to do a show, and I would like Charlie to tell us how this process occurred. This has been going on for about 6 months now.
A little longer. I guess it started in February of 16 when 4 of us that are in this show had done the show Rumors in Spring Lake. When we got done, we all knew we wanted to work together again, so we started looking around for a show. We were looking at Private Lives for a while, but then we decided to also bring in the director. She would have been the 5th, that was Siobhan. And then so we went and found a 6th. Now we had 6 people, and we came up with the show Don't Dress for Dinner. We all read the script, we all decided we wanted to work together on it, and now we needed a theater. We shopped that for a while. It was hit or miss, and we wound up here at First Avenue for the February show.
Very, very interesting that that actually worked. That finally worked out for you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about this show. It's the author is a little confusing. It's adapted by Robin Howden, who did A Night on the Riviera, or A Night on the Night in Provence, but it's actually written by Mark Simonetti. Is that his name?
You got me.
Okay, well, I think it's written by Mark Simonetti. Anyway, is adapted for the stage by Robin Howden. It's an extremely funny show. Takes place south of Paris, somewhere in the countryside of France. Couple of old friends decide they're going to get together for dinner and decide to have a little some hors d'oeuvres on the side, shall we say, in the form of other friends and lovers.
Well, what we have is Bernard has a mistress, and his wife is going out of town, so he decides to bring his mistress in while his wife's out of town. Then his friend Robert, me, is also available, so he brings Bernard in, or Bernard brings me, Robert in, sort of like a cover story. So when his wife goes away, he can say, "Oh, Bernard's coming in."
Okay.
But actually, he's bringing in his girlfriend Suzanne. Well, when his wife finds out that I'm showing up, you see, I'm having an affair with his wife. So the wife decides not to go out of town, so that the 4 of us are now there. Well, things get a little confusing.
It already is.
Because a couple of other people show up also. There's a lot of relationships in this game.
Yes.
And lingerie.
It's a fluid situation.
There's door slamming, mistaken identity, sex farce, rock and roll.
Yes. Sex, farce, and rock and roll. That's pretty much the story to Don't Dress for Dinner. We have some new people at the theater, new actors that are involved in this show, so it's they're all extremely wonderful actors. We were just doing the rehearsal tonight. It's going to be an absolutely wonderful show. So please, please, please come out for our Valentine's themed show, Don't Dress for Dinner, with lovers and other friends.
You've got to see the chemistry in this group to find out why they wanted to work together again. And this show is a good proof of it.
Absolutely. Charlie, thank you. I know it's getting very late. We're just at the end of a rehearsal. I want to thank you for
You're welcome,
sticking
Dave.
with me, and it's always fun to talk to you, work with you as well. Thank you very much. Good night.